We're shifting focus from the news conference of the Kerala governor to now more news coming in from the national capital here, where DK Shivakumar of the Congress party has just reached the Enforcement Directorate's office, where he will be facing the agency in the money laundering case that he faces. The Congress party's Karnataka chief here in the national capital to face questions from the Enforcement Directorate. Ashish, my colleague, joins us for the very latest now. Ashish, DK Shivakumar has reached the ED office. Do take our viewers through what are the exact allegations that this man faces.
So there are basically two ECIRs or enforcement case information reports that have been filed. One is related to, if you remember, there was around 15 crore rupees of cash was found when Rajya Sabha elections were happening and the income tax department had raided certain locations in Karnataka and in Delhi. During that searches, the income tax department had basically found unaccounted income to the tune of around 300 crore rupees. Based on that prosecution complaint, the Enforcement Directorate has registered an ECIR. But further, at the time of the investigation, they found that, there are certain disproportionate assets which were basically found during the searches. And that information of Enforcement Directorate was shared by the CBI. The CBI in the year 2020, if I correctly remember, it was in the month of February 2020, the Central Bureau of Investigation registered a disproportionate asset case, saying that assets to the tune of around 74 or 75, if I correctly remember, it was 73.94 crore rupees that they found, and then a case was registered against DK Shivakumar. In the same case, today the summoning has happened, and DK Shivakumar has appeared before the Enforcement Directorate.
Right, now there are also political overtones that this appearance before the Enforcement Directorate, Ashish, has taken, because this comes at a time when the Congress is on a Bharat Jodo Yatra. At such a time, one of their party's state unit chief has been summoned to the national capital to face the money laundering allegation that he faces. The timing is something that the Congress party is now questioning.
Yes, certainly the Congress is certainly questioning, reason being that Rahul's Bharat Jodo Yatra is reaching Karnataka, and there have been instances where, DK Shivakumar has played a big role in, basically garnering some sort of support for Rahul Gandhi in Karnataka. So obviously there are political overtones. There is a political twist to the entire story. Especially the Congress is questioning the timing of his summoning. But then, these cases are basically driven by court. They have to stand in the court of law on their own legs. And if CBI has registered a case of disproportionate assets of around 73.94 crores, then certainly they would have certain evidence. And based on that evidence, because a disproportionate assets case also comes under the scheduled offences of the PMLA, that is why he has been summoned and he will be questioned at length today.
Absolutely, and even though the Congress party may question the timing of it now, Ashish, it remains a fact that the case dates back to 2018. In fact, in 2019, DK Shivakumar was even arrested briefly by the Enforcement Directorate.
That was if you remember, that was a different case. It was basically an income tax case when, Rajya Sabha elections were happening, and then there were searches which happened in a resort in Karnataka, in Bengaluru. There were searches also in Delhi. Right. And a huge amount of cash of around 15 crore rupees was found at that point in time. And the income tax department, in their prosecution complaint that they had filed, they had said that there was smell laundering and assets to the tune of around 300 crores which were undisclosed, and that is why...
Right, and that is where the investigation is leading. Sorry to interrupt you there, I'll keep coming back to you, but Priyank Kharge of the Congress party is also now reacting. Let's listen in.
If the government or the Enforcement Directorate feels that there is something wrong, they should put it out in open, right? Calling, making him sit for days together, and then letting him go stating nothing. What are they doing? It's been so many years. Whether it's the National Herald case or whether it's Mr. DK Shivakumar's case, why are they dragging their feet for 8 years now? What happened? Is this what they call maximum governance and minimum government? Well, fine. If they're doing their job, they should have come to one conclusion now, na? National Herald case abhi 7 saal ho gaya, kya hua? DK Shivakumar sahab ka ho gaya, 4 saal ho gaya, kya hua? Are they doing their job? By the time if he was guilty, he should have been thrown behind bars. Why are they not doing it?
away from the venue of Bharat Jodo
No, see, I was there in the meeting when he said that. All that he mentioned was that the route of the yatra will make it difficult for certain geographical areas to come in that many numbers, people to come in that many numbers. So we need to have an alternate plan for these constituencies is what he said, which was misinterpreted by media saying that I don't want to participate or I can get less. No, it's not from. He was talking about his constituency. Don't get it wrong. He was talking about the coastal areas, which is away from where the Rahul Gandhiji's yatra is going on. So he was merely questioned that we need to think on alternative transport. We need to think of alternative ways to ensure these people also participate in this part of the yatra. So that's about it.
75-year-old Dalit woman, what they were trying.
Now, these visuals on your screens are from outside the Enforcement Directorate office where DK Shivakumar, the Congress's chief of Karnataka, is at the gates of the Enforcement Directorate. These are just from a short while ago. He has entered the ED office is now what we're given to understand. And Ashish continues to get us the very latest. Now, Ashish, we do see at least one person along with DKS there. Are these Congress supporters? Are they part of his legal team? Who exactly has he reached the ED office with?
They look to be, I don't see a legal support team with him. Certainly, there are certain supporters of DK Shivakumar who have traveled with him. So 2 cars came in and I could see around 4-5 people with him just outside the ED office. As of now, his pass is being made because that is the process that needs to be followed. That DK Shivakumar has to make a pass. He has to mask himself before he goes inside the Enforcement Directorate office because that is the COVID protocol. So you can see there he's masking himself. He's got the pass and he's getting inside the Enforcement Directorate office now. So he goes in. It's he was summoned for around 11, but he's reached at around 12. So he's already 1 hour late. His pass is with him. Now he's entering into the Enforcement Directorate office. But certainly it's going to be a long day for him because my sources in the ED tell me that they have sufficient evidence to show that the disproportionate asset case and the kind of disproportionate assets that the CBI has filed, they also have some evidence to show that these assets were amassed when he was in public office. So certainly it's going to be a difficult time and a long day for him.
Absolutely. It is going to be a marathon session of questioning there for DK Shivakumar. Like you said, there are some supporters who seem to have also come with him to the Enforcement Directorate office. Of course, he will be entering the office alone where he will be facing the ED sleuths in just a short while from now. Now, he's been summoned, questioned multiple times so far, Ashish. Hawala deals, alleged tax evasion is what the Enforcement Directorate is investigating against the man who is a troubleshooter for the Congress party and has been so for several years.
So he has been, certainly a troubleshooter. He has been very close to the Gandhis. There is no doubt about it. And that is why the Congress says that he's been purposely targeted. He's basically, somebody who has a very strong hold in Karnataka. And, he has always been on the side of the Gandhis till now. But certainly, the timing of his questioning or time of summoning raises question. That is what the Congress party has been saying, that
right.
He's purposely being summoned so that, the Bharat Jodo Yatra could be disrupted.
Right, and this is nothing but harassment is what the Congress party is claiming. Stay on.